I have a fun scrapbook kit that I want to play with tonight. Let me get the Life 3 layouts that I have ready to go. Well, they're not ready, but the paper's cut. Does that count? It's actually just the punches. This is the kit part to make the scrapbook layouts. I have some good news about the scrapbook layouts. So, instructions to cut all the stuff, right? They are going to start printing them on the backs of the paper so that you just follow the cut line. Sometimes there's a mistake here and there, but usually they're pretty accurate. So, so that was pretty exciting for me because I like these, but sometimes the cutting can be really crazy, or the instructions for cutting can be crazy. So, the crazy ones I don't care much for, but I like these papers. I don't have pictures to put on this tonight, but I'll take a look and see what I can find. Make sure that I'm live on Facebook and that I can see the comments here. Okay, it looks like I'm live. I can see the comments. So, what if I turn the camera down and show you what I got? First of all, thank you for being here tonight. I have an extra fan sitting here because it's super hot in my room. And we got to get some duct work fixed underneath the house, so that's going to be a real fun project. It hasn't been done yet, but it's crazy warm in this room. So find me here. So if it's too noisy, let me know in the comments. On Facebook, I don't see the YouTube comments until after I get off. So if you can go to Facebook, and if you're on YouTube and you can go to Facebook and make a comment, please do that. That way I know I can shut the fan off and I'll just have to suffer through it. So if not, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to turn the camera down so you can see the project, and I'll go over a little bit of the paper with you maybe, and then because I don't know if I shared this paper pack or not, this the kit before. I don't think I have. So anyway, let me change the camera view here so you can see my counter, my desktop. So in this paper pack, in the Life and Bloom Scrapbooking Workshop Kit, they come in different languages. I just noticed it says English here. They come in different languages because we're in 11 different countries. So I think they only come in like French and English. So, but make sure when you're ordering that you get the English one unless you speak French. So there is that. The colors in this kit are Basic Beige, Blackberry Bliss, Coastal Cabana, Crumb Cake, Darling Duckling, Garden Green, Granny Apple Green, Lemon Lime Twist, Pretty Peacock, and White Willow. Okay? Alright, so I'm done with that. There's the instructions again. So here are the punch outs that go with this kit. These are so cute. I did not get these punched out yet, but you can tell there's a lot of different things here. And on the back side, it's all labeled to tell you which page it goes with. It'll say Project 1, Project 2, Project 3. This one says Project 3. Project 3. So there's 2 sheets of the pop-outs where you just punch out the little designs, the little labels, and then I believe this is a sticker sheet. It is a sticker sheet. Yep. Nice little stickers. Look at how pretty those are. Okay, so let me get started. I'll try to keep this in order so I can have everything ready for me to just grab. I'm going to turn to the right page. I see that we use this green, which I love. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so I've done all the cutting, and I have them separated into pile 1, 2, and 3 for the different projects that we do. Alright, so now we're going to take this green and we're going to punch out that lily. I don't think it's, yep, it's that one. This one right here. Yes, it says it's project 1. So I'm going to punch that out. These come out really pretty easy. You do have to, you know, push on them a little bit, but they're not hard at all. My hand doesn't want to work right again this week, but I'm going to have to do something about that, I think, because it's getting to be a real problem. It's been, I think this is 7 weeks now this arm has hurt me, so time to do something. Alright, get all those little pieces out. I can't tell if anybody's on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, please say hi so I know who's watching. America, let me know that too. I would love to know if you're watching from somewhere else. I'm currently in Oregon. Some of these little ones, they're popping out. It's just my hand doesn't want to work properly. Okay, so there's that one. I don't know if I need the other one or not. Let me get that out of the way. I like how they made the design go outside of the cut, so your flowers and your vine is all colored in. There's no white edges. I like that. Okay, so let me read the instructions so I don't get this put in the wrong spot. Let's see, I need one of the purple flowers. I think that's all. Oh, that's project 1. Might as well do these while I've got it here, working on it. Project 1 over here. I'll just do them from the back side and then I can see which one is which. 3, 3, 3, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2. Okay, that one's done. For project 1. Okay, here's project 1. Project 1. This is that big purple flower. Nope, won't let me pull. Okay, so now this is the I can't think of what those are called. Brackets. It's like a bracket. And it's going to go along the edges of the pictures. So I have 3 of those to punch out. 4 of those to punch out. Is there 4? Oh, probably the other page. Okay. Oh, 5 to punch out. That one has the 1 on it as well. Sorry I didn't get this done beforehand. Oh, man. Hasn't it been crazy weather today so far? I know it's going to get crazier. I saw the weather forecast, and it's supposed to be crazy wind, thunderstorms maybe even. There's those journaling tabs. So I'm going to set those aside until we're ready for those, because most of those will go on pretty much at the last. Alright. So it says 1B, 1C, 1H, and 1I. Alright, so what I did is let me take a quick peek at the other page. Okay, I see where they're at now. They're on the second page. I label these. I used my washi tape, and I cut little pieces, and I labeled them so I knew I was going to have photos on them. Ken didn't want to do that. This is the 1B. Pearls. I didn't get pearls in my bag, in my project, in my kit. So I'll have to find some. I have a whole bunch of stuff, but I don't. Oh, there's some pearls. Okay, I'll dig those out down here. Wow. Okay. Sorry, I'll get my. No, that's yours. This must be blackberry. Right here. These are blackberries. I'm going to set that aside for now. Okay. Use the garden green marbled for A. That's this one. And pre-cut lines. Adhere. If you can read, Janice, that would help. Okay, so let me get some of this out of my way. I need this. I'm going to lay these. I'm going to need. I'm going to lay this other stuff up on my computer, up on my laptop. So it's out of my way. I've already punched out all the things for project 1, so I'll just have it right here. Okay, so I need this piece because I need to know where that's going to go. And that's where the yellow one goes. Where did I put it? Right here. Yep. Gosh. Okay. So this is going to go 1 inch down from the top. Let me line this up. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'm going to line it up with my grid. Let me pull it a little farther down so you can see. Okay, I'm going to line it up with my grid. So 1 inch down and 1.5 inches over. So I'm trying to line it up in the middle of this block up here. Right about there. I think it might be a little crooked. Wow. That is definitely crooked. Where's my ruler? I had a ruler up here. I must have put it away. That's close. If it's not perfect, I'll fix it. Okay, I'm going to pull that off because I don't need it to tell me that's 1A. I can't lose those. What else did I lose? That's why you don't leave them on your paper, Janice. Okay, so I know I'm going to need those. So I'm just going to put this here, right here. I'm going to pull that off. I don't need it anymore. Washi tape is nice to put on your paper because it doesn't pull your paper up. Okay. Oh, I missed a spot right there that has to punch out. Okay. I'm going to put some adhesive back here. Not a ton. Oh, I found another piece I left in there. It's right there. Okay. I don't want the adhesive. I'm just trying to peel the, put the adhesive behind the paper so it doesn't stick on anything else. Mostly it's covered. I just need a few more little pieces with some adhesive on it because I don't want it to come off to stick on the paper. So, I could do it with liquid glue, but I don't like liquid glue on my scrapbook pages because sometimes the liquid glue can dry really hard, really like stiff, where you can't, it'll pop off the page if you move it. So I don't like to use liquid glue on them. But I think that's enough. So where's my take your pick? I get that little end piece, the flat, like, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. The flat piece, I can put it under here and pick up that adhesive. Then I can slide this under it easy. Okay, so it goes up to the, almost to the top of the page. Get that out of the way so I don't stick that down. And it's not over the second one, it's just over part of the first leaf. There, just like that. Okay, I'll get that off there. Okay, there you go. See it? Nice and adhered down. I didn't get all of them, but that's okay. That'll be fine. It's not going to hurt anything. As long as I don't rip it, it'll be fine. Okay, then I'm going to put, I'm going to do that yet. I'm going to wait. I'm going to follow the instructions. How's that? Okay, so now it says 1B and prepared 1C. Where's 1C? There's 1C. What was I supposed to mean by prepared? To put pictures on here. Okay, I don't have pictures to put on. So I do have photo mats. So let me get the 3x3 photo mats and I'll stick those down where they go. I have one more. So these are about a 1/4 inch from each edge, right? So I'm going to put one right about there. I'm going to put one at the other end, right about there. And then I will center the third one. I probably should do more of these kits so I know exactly what they're talking about. I make mistakes too. And I don't always understand what they're talking about. So, you should be fine. If I can do it, you can do it. Okay, so now we have this piece. 1D. I'm going to go back through the instructions because I think I forgot to cut something. Yes, I did. It says it should be 11 inches, so let me fix that because I'm pretty sure I did not cut that down. Okay, so I need to cut 1 inch off of this, and I'm just going to use this side of my paper cutter. It's the right hand side of the paper cutter. I'm going to move my paper cutter to the top. My scoring blade is down at the bottom. It wouldn't matter because it doesn't cut, but I want to make sure that's on the 1 inch mark. I know the paper is 12 inches, so I can just cut 1 inch off and it will be perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to put this on. Let me look at that cutting thing again, because I also didn't label it. Oh, no, I did. I just took the label off. Okay, it's 1D. Adhere 1D. I'm not ready to adhere that yet. I got to put this one down first. 1C goes 1 inch from the bottom corner. Let me move this over where you can see it. Okay. 1 inch from the bottom corner. So it would be about there. 1 inch in and 1 inch up. It's about level, I think. Something's off. Alrighty, now we can put this one down. Oh, it goes the same direction. I was thinking maybe the lines would go a different direction, but it does not. So I need to put it about a 1/2 inch in. Yep. There we go, right like that. Alrighty. Now it says prepared pearls and add journaling. Okay. So that's where all these pieces come in. So we have one of these that goes here, here, and here. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little adhesive on the back, just a strip across, and then I'm just going to line it up with where the edges of the pictures should go. Just these boxes right here. Can you see that? I'll move this over a little. What the ouch was about. It's very picky. Alright, here's the other one I'm lining up. I'm just trying to line it up with those corners. And then I have one more. I'm going to put the adhesive on off of the paper so I don't get the paper all sticky. Okay. Now I have the journaling piece that goes up here. And this one says memories are made here. And I'm not seeing the other one that I'm supposed to have. So let me take a look. This one goes here. Right here. I don't want it on those. Let me move those out of the way. Alright, there we go. And then I have to put this purple flower wherever I put it. It's up here somewhere. So I'm going to put adhesive on, but I'm only going to put it right here on the back side so that I can put pictures or whatever else goes in there. I have a label right here that's supposed to be the best of friends, and I can't seem to find it. So I'm just going to put a little edge over that picture. So it's just going to go right there, right like that. And there's the page. I'll try to post pictures on Facebook after this so you see what. I thought I punched out everything for. Oh, you know what? I bet it's a sticker. The best of friends right there. The best of friends. So I might wait on, I don't know if, I might put something different on here. I may not want the best of friends. It might be something else. So I'm going to wait on the stickers because I don't know what I want there yet. Okay. So that's page here to page 2. Okay. So let me lay that aside. I still have these that go on the second page. Trying to figure out what paper I use for the base. Because there it is, right there. Okay. Get those out of the way. Okay, so adhere 1 E, 1 F, and 1 G. This is 1 E. And it goes down the left side of the page on the bottom, and make sure it's along that edge, and then press it down, okay? And then I'm going to take off the 1E sticker. It's the washi tape, okay? Now 1F goes to the right hand side, okay? I'm going to put adhesive down to this. Alright, let me see if I can do this. So I'm going to line this up. You won't be able to see both ends of the paper, you know, the top and the bottom. You'll just be able to see how I line it up on the bottom. But if you line it up on the bottom and you get it even with the bottom and the side corner, of the side of that corner, it should work perfect. And just lay it right down. So let me get it lined up. I think I have it. So I'm going to just lift this up while I can. Come on, there we go. Oh, now I got it crooked. Stop. Let me try this again. Alright. There we go. I think that's it. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. If it's not, it's close enough. Okay, take that one off. Now we have 1G, so I'm going to put my adhesive on the back. These are going to be in a book. They're not going to be heavily used, in and out, moved around, whatever. I am going to look at where the design is. Okay, I'm looking at the top edge, and I'm trying to line it up. I'll show you the green edge right here, right? So I'm going to line it up on that corner and right here. So I know that 1 inch is about here. So I'm going to go over to right about there, right there. And then I'm going to follow that line all the way across, right at the little V where those points come down together. And I didn't get it all the way right. There we go. That's close. There we go. That's where that piece goes, right in the center of the yellow. Alright. Find H. Let me see what 1H is. Oh, 1H is a picture. Okay, that's what these are. 1H, 1I, and 1J. So 1H, I'm assuming, is at the top, right about there. Makes sense now. So I don't have from this, okay? From this corner right here, 3/4 of an inch from that. But it's a 1/2 inch down from the top. That's about a 1/2 inch right there. And my line is the 3/4 inch line. Okay, there we go. And then I have, not this one. Oh, come on. Where did I lose them? This one goes on the center one. I have a tan one that goes right up here. What'd I do with it? That's one I lost, I bet, and I don't know where I don't know where it went. I'm looking on the floor. I have a bookcase right here too, so it could be on my bookcase somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. That does happen sometimes. Oh, I found it. Phew. Okay. Let me get this put down. One of those 3x3s on it. The placeholders, so you can see that it's supposed to have a picture. Let me get that label off. There. That's where that picture goes. Okay, now this one goes 3.5 inches from the side. Let me line it up. I want you to be able to see this, but I'm lining it up to the edge over here so I know where my 3.5 inch mark is. Right about there. Okay. Oops. Wrong one. I was just going to do like a temporary little line. 3/4 of an inch from this picture. So it's going to be right about there. And then this goes on the other side. This one's coming together pretty quickly, I think. This goes over here. And I will add another. They're just picture holders. If you have a smaller picture, you can put it here if you want the white showing, or you can pull these off and just use your just put your picture on it. That's what they did. I'll show you the picture here. When they added the picture, they just put it right to that little crumb cake piece. Okay, now we have one more, and that's 1J. And 1J goes 1/2 inch from the bottom and 1/2 inch from the edge of the darling duckling here. So it's going to go just off the edge here. Okay. So let me line it up so I have a mark to go by. It's about 1/2 inch there and there. Okay. Now, this journaling piece goes in there. And it's going to go right up against this. Oh, right like that. I have this, and memories are made here because I know there's supposed to be a picture there. So it goes, it doesn't say, but it's a little farther in than the picture, maybe a little bit over. Right about there. Okay? And now, it looks, I bet it's a sticker. Oh yeah. So, let me, oh, and it doesn't tell me that. So, on the backs of the stickers, they are, yeah, it's this one. Okay. And because I don't know, oh, I didn't put that one down. Let me put the photo mat on that one. Right about there. So I'm going to use a little bit of this powder on the stickers. Let's see, that, ouch, that's going to go over the journaling, so I want that one unsticky. I want the yellow one unsticky, and I want this over here unsticky. So I'm just going to do a little bit here. Yep, and then up here at the top where the yellow one is. Oh, it's off. Whew, powder everywhere. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I was getting enough sticky off there that's here, like this. That way I can put my picture here and I don't have to worry about peeling this up. so I have always, so happy together always. I don't know if I want that on there for sure though. And I think so happy is, yeah, so happy together is a sticker. I might as well. Who knows? I might put my anniversary pictures on here. I am going to take some of the sticky off though, because I don't want this on the picture. So it has to be on the so happy part. Okay. Just making sure I got enough of the sticky off. Put this one here. It goes over to the crumb cake, or on the crumb cake a little bit. There. Oh, got it correct. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. There we go. I'm just trying to line it up with the sticker there. Okay? And I think we're done with that. That's what it looks like. Let me flip the page here. We'll get this next one going. It should be pretty quick. So I have all the ones for the for the page, or project 2 laying out here. I'll get those handy. And then I need this page right here. Look at how pretty that is. Look at how pretty that is. But we're going to use the back side. So you're just going to see the little design. Okay. So now I have photo mats. I have the 4x6 photo mats, so I'll put those on. That's okay, they'll come off. Let me take my stickers, see? That's pretty close on the top and bottom. There's more room on the edges. Okay, so I'm just going to line these up as close as I can get them to being equal on each side. There we go. Now I've got those ready, because it said adhere photos to D, 2D, 2E, 2I, and 2J. So this is I and J, so I need 2 more here. Okay. There. And then those photo mats will be ready. You can see this. Okay. Oh, it's a little more on this side. Let's get that moved over. Alright, there we go. So we've got those ready. A, B, and C. 2A, 2B, and 2C. Okay, there's 2B, 2A, and 2C. There's 2B. It goes in the middle. 2A. That is not the right one. Let me look at the cutting diagram, because this is not looking right to me. E and H. That's this one. 2B and 2G are the blue paper. I don't know, you guys. It's confusing to me. I did that one already. This is what I'm working on. Okay. I think there's an issue that I didn't catch somehow. Because you cannot see these, and that's not the right color. something's not right. There's a green that should be here. So I'm just going to try to wing it the best I can. This is 2F. And 2B. Let me see what the other side is. It only had me cut one of these. Okay, there's a green base. That goes probably to that one. I think we're missing something on this. So I'm going to do the best I can here. I'm going to take this off. It shows it doesn't say to do 2F here. F, G, and H is on the other side, the other panel, or the other page. I don't want to use the wrong one, so let me start with the other one and follow that one first, and then we'll come back to this one. Because I don't want to put the wrong thing down and not have it correct. So, and it didn't tell me to cut. Did it say 2 of those? I don't think so. 2F, 2I, 2J on the dark. Yeah, it does not. 1G, 1. I'm just going to do the best I can off the pictures, because I don't know. Alright, so, and it is supposed to go, well, 2F, which is this one, I believe, goes here, and it says to go up 1.5 inches from the bottom. Corners, so I can go up 1.5 inches, because it goes all the way to the edge. There we go. Alright, and then this one goes on top of that. Goes right like that on top. There we go. Well, I got it a little over. I'll have to go in and find out. And I want you guys to know if there's a problem with it so we can fix it before you get started on yours, because this can be very frustrating when you start out and the cut. Okay. Now, that's all that's on this page other than this 2H right here. 2H. Okay, 2H lines up. It's 1 inch from this side. Let me get this lined up. And it runs right along this green. Means it's 1 inch from each side. Okay, now I can put these on, but I have to punch out those these thingies first. I should have been paying attention to this earlier. You know what I need to do before I go live. I didn't even think to do that, but hopefully I'll remember next time. Get 2. So I won't do the 3rd set of pages on live, and then I wish I would have known these were all the little pop-out thingies. I could have put this on a foam mat and maybe rolled my brush over it. Maybe I'll do that. Where's my foam mat? My foam mat is... where do I put it? I don't know where it is. But I do have my little roller brush right here. So I can maybe pop those both out and do them, and then we'll have it ready. So if I had my, I know what I'll do. I'll use my this is my stamp cleaner, but it has a little pad on there that I can roll over and hopefully pop those out real quick, because it smushes where your my regular table wouldn't. If you have foam, you can usually roll these little rollers over them, but just poking it and then picking up on the... You didn't look thoroughly at this kit. I would have had these popped out. Because now I also have to put adhesive on them, right? So that will be fun. Alright, I have that one. Let me do this one real quick. You do this with die cuts too, and it usually pops out those little pieces that don't like to come out. But I don't know where my foam piece is. I have lots of foam pieces that I use for, and so I have those from that. But they're probably over there in a drawer. Real quick. Sorry it's taken so long. I don't see any comments yet. Have you heard? Has anybody been on? Can you let me know if you can hear me even? I guess it's only been an hour, but still. Be nice to know if somebody could hear me. I went out with Steve this morning and enjoyed some sunshine, got me some vitamin D. Always feels good to get vitamin D. I love the sun. I never used to be able to go out in it because I'd sunburn so badly, but last couple years I have not been sunburning, so that's been awesome. I like it. I like being able to get the sun and not burn. That was a major problem for me as a child, is all the sunburns. Alright, so get that out of the way, put that back where it goes. Oh, I got a loose one here. Okay, so this looks like it goes, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do the glue on this one. So I don't see any way around it. Let me find my glue. It's up here somewhere, hiding behind my pictures. Okay, so I'm just going to pick this up so I don't get it everywhere. Make sure my glue is in the tip. And I'm just... Where is it? I have a longer needle here. I'll poke in there and make sure it's all cleaned out. Then it should flow just fine. Okay, so I'm going to put some here, fine lines along. Not every little one is going to get it, but it'll be okay. Well, if I could keep it on the paper, that might help. I'm going to do a few. Okay. Put the pen back in it so it doesn't dry up on me. Now, this shows that it doesn't say how far to put it, but it shows that it's centered and it's right about a 1/2 inch from the top. Pretty centered. So I'm going to go right about there. Okay. Hold that down. That's the other thing I don't like about with the glue is you got to hold. It kind of dried while I had it in the air because I have this little fan going over here. But I tell you what, it's making it livable in here. It was pretty hot. I was wiping sweat from my brow and going, I am not going to be able to do this tonight. Now, this picture needs to be down 1 inch and 1 3/4 inches in. So let me put some adhesive on it. Make sure there's no adhesive sticking over the edges. Alright, I'm going to try to bring this down where you can see the edges so you can see what I'm doing here. Alright, so all of the yellow marks are 1 inch. I'm going to bring it right back there, right in that corner there. So this is about 1 3/4, and that's about 1 inch. Right about there. Looks pretty even. And adhere that. Okay. This one goes right here because I put them on the corner of my desk and then I put my arm over there. Now I've got this stuck down where I don't want it. One thing after another. Okay, this one goes 2.5 inches down from the top and a 1/2 inch from the other one. So let me line this up so you can see the squares again. Alright, so right about there, oops, you can see the line. So 2.5 inches down, so that's about there, and a 1/2 inch from this. That's not 2.5 inches in, it's 2.5 inches down. Okay, that makes sense. It's close, but it is not straight. Okay, so let me do that again. Alright, there we go. Now it's better. Okay, so there's that. And now we just have to put all the embellishments on it. Okay? This will go on the first page, which we didn't get done yet. Love grows here, family and friends, and then I need something. This is project 2. I'll pop it out of there. Three. This is project 2. Project 2. And this is project 2. Project 2. Project 2. What else? I think we've popped out all of project 2 on that page. Let me see what's on this one. This one is project 3, project 2. I'm about to sneeze. Just a heads up, don't get scared. Don't know why. Maybe I can hold it off. I don't know. Okay, so ouch. Turned my hand wrong again. Okay. There we go. That's project 2. Oh, and project 2 is down here also. I think that's a journaling. piece. Yes. Okay, the rest of these are project 3. Okay. So now, from this picture, okay, so we have, there's a yellow piece that I have to, oh, yep, it's right there. I missed it. I thought it said project 3, but it says project 2. Okay, there it is. Now, family and friends, that's the big one that's going to come out. But we have to put this stuff down first. Okay? So, these go on the other page. These go on the other page. Smile goes on this one. So Lovely does not. Love Grows Here goes on this one. Do I have that one? Oh, Love Grows Here is a sticker. Okay. T. This goes... Well, this is the journaling piece, so I'm going to put it on, because I know where it goes. It goes right below this picture. About Centered. This goes right here. I don't want the adhesive there, because I don't want it on the picture. Peel off some of it, not all of it. I still left some. Now it's stuck to my nail. Okay, so I'm going to put that there, I think. Oh, it has to come down a little lower, because there's only... So I'm looking at the picture here, and I'm just trying to line up plus signs or whatever that design is, and then it's up over the picture there. So that's what I'm trying to line up. This goes... This says project 2, but that's not looking right. Let me see where these stickers are. There's 2, and then this one. I wish they had labeled these so that I'd know where they go. That's not the one I wanted to look at. Okay, this one goes on the first page. Okay. This one goes on the first page, so I'll move it aside. This one goes here. This one goes like this. Then we have this right here. I'm trying to lay these out for you. I'll move this over under the camera so you can see. And then this one, a yellow and a purple that goes on there, and that's a sticker. And then, oh, this goes up over the Love Grows. So I'll get that read down a little bit first. Oops. You don't want to tear them, so make sure when you, this way. So, I would say kind of centered on that. Oh, see, I put adhesive up here under this leaf, and I don't want it on the picture. So I'm going to pull some of that adhesive off. And now I just creased the paper, so I'll have to take that crease out so it'll lay flat. There we go. It needs to go here, but I need to put that sticker across here. The Love Grows. I don't want it on this picture, and I don't want embossing buddy, this little thing. You can use that to take the sticky off of your paper too. I just think don't like all the mess it leaves, so I got this other one. And I just threw the flower on the floor, de-stickied, and now there's powder everywhere. I don't like that. About there. Right about there. It's not going to be perfect because I don't have that down. I'm just going to stick this on. And so it comes over the edge of the, right there. That's going to hold that sticker down for me. Adhesive on it. Oh. And I didn't pay attention again. I don't want adhesive over the picture. Alright. So it's only on this part. And it goes right above the bottom of the picture. I'll show you what I did with it. Right there. And then, what else do I need? I need the words family and friends off of this. And it's going to go right down here. So it shows this edge going right up on there. And over this way. So it's showing 1.5 rows and 2 at the, it's closer to that. There. And 2 at the bottom. So let me raise up. There we go. Perfect. Just like that. And that's the second page. Well, the second page of the second project. So let me pull the other one back out here and see if I can finish it. Alright, so we were going to start with this one. And so let me turn this page back to where it was. And I'll see if I can figure this out. I think I need to cut, well, I know I do because I don't have one. Because this 2A should have been the green, not this, and not that. So, let me get my other green here, and my paper cutter. And it is 2A is cut out of the green. Yeah, see, that's a mistake. It's 5 by 12. No, it's not. Yes, it is. That's the wrong page. This is the page I want. 5 by 12. Okay. So there's the 5 mark. Make sure I'm doing it on the correct side. That's extra paper. Okay. So, it doesn't even have the instructions on where to put it on the page. So right about there. Right there. And then this 2B goes on top of that. And yes, I'm only putting one line of adhesive. It doesn't need a lot. Excuse me. I told you the sneeze was coming. I think it's from that pattern. And the edge of this green paper, there's that. Okay, now I have these. Now on here, they're showing two 3x4s. I already have the 4x6s on here, so I'm going to leave that and just put them like this. Okay, where does this one come in? It's necessary either. Come with the 3x4 cards. If you wanted to put two 3x4s right there, you could. They didn't have you cut these right so that you could put 2x3s with a gap in two of the 3x4s with a gap in the middle. So I'm not sad that I messed that up. Uh-oh. Out of adhesive. Let me grab the other one. Good thing I keep these ready to go. Okay, so this one is going to go 1 inch down and 1 inch in. Okay, so let me get this back on the corner where you can see the 1 inch down and 1 inch over, right about there. There's that one. And then this other one here goes on the other corner, or not really on the corner, but down below a little bit. And it is 3/4 from the edge and 3/8 inch from this piece. It's above that. So basically centered in this green, in the granny apple green area, and 3/4 in from the, good to me. Alright, now we can embellish. So this piece goes here, like that, I think. So I'll have to put the glue on that. This piece goes up. I love the days. Let's see, these go here. Those, and they don't fall off. Let me line that up again. There. Okay. Oh, and you know, I have stickers over here too that I forgot to put on. Alright, there's that. Let me get my silicone mat out here where I can work with this a little easier. Get that hair off of there. I don't need any extra embellishments. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit more generous, because I remember having the fan now. Oh, I'm getting it off the edge. I'm going to go right around these edges a little bit here, because I need to make sure those stay down. Okay, there. There. Right here. Can you see this? I hope so, because this is crazy. Okay, let me get a couple more edges here, and I'll do some lines in the middle. Put that back in so that doesn't dry out. Okay. So I'll make sure that I take good pictures tonight and post them. And I realized just before I went live, I didn't post pictures of my card last. It turned out pretty cool, I think. Let me get it. It's gotta be right at that edge. There. There. Oh, a little off, but that's okay. It is what it is. Sticker. It says, one of the sweetest ways to love is to let someone grow. And that goes right about here. I'm doing it on the countertop, not the page. I don't want to get any adhesive where it shouldn't be. Okay. And then when it goes over, I just want to make sure it's not sticking out. Okay. So this goes here. I think I left enough there. I did not leave enough here, probably. Okay. I didn't quite there. Stick those down. Nope, that's crooked. That's not the right angle. So that goes up there. There we go. That's closer. That's closer to what I wanted. Okay. There. I didn't have this curl. I had it down here. And I wanted it, the picture shows up above. It actually shows it up a little higher. And this isn't even on this paper, but it is now. And it is a sticker. And it's showing to go over the two pictures. I don't really want it over the picture. Oh, it goes all the way over there. It goes under that flower too. Okay. So, right there. That's what I'm going to do. Flower. Purple, white, and yellow. This one right there. It goes like that. Don't want... I'm going to take the sticky off of all but this bottom piece right here. I'm going to take the sticky off of all of that because I don't want it on that. And I'm not going to use the other powder because I don't like it. This makes less of a mess and it gets powder where you want it. It does not make that big mess that that other pouch does. I don't like that. If you want to message me, I'll tell you where I got that, but I cannot tell you on my live. I have rules I have to follow. Okay, there we go. That's open. Let me show you. This is open up here, so you can put the picture in. And like I said, you can have, it shows on the kit to put 2 3x4s. But this isn't quite big enough for a 3x4. The green, it's a pretty peacock, isn't cut big enough for 2 3x4s to actually go on there side by side and leave. In the picture, it shows a little bit of green between them, like maybe 1/8 of an inch. And not give you enough room to do that. So just know that and either plan on a so on both probably. Let me see if I can get this. I don't want that one. I want this one. There's a mark right here I want to get off. I don't know what it's from. Ouch. Ouch. Dang it. Don't do that, Janice. Alright. So let me go over the pages. There's only 4 so far, but let me go over with you so you can see what we did. Okay. I think this was number 1. Let me make sure. Yes, this was page number 1. Okay. I'm going to try to show you on YouTube the whole page, but I can't do it. The screen does. My little screen doesn't get big enough. That's page 1. This is page 2. And it doesn't have a whole lot of embellishments. I was very... No, I did. I put everything on there that it called for. That's page 2. This is page 3. This has that piece that should have been a sticker. These are stickers. Probably should have been something else. I can put, which I might do, I can put dimensionals on there. And I'm going to stick to my picture. And then when I put pictures on, I can put dimensionals on those too. There we go. Right there. and then I'll do it underneath the other part. I am taking the little tab thingy, the cover off, and I'm going to put it right here. And I'm going to put another one right here. So I'm sticking it to the paddle. That's what I'm calling a paddle, the Take Your Pick tool paddle. And then I'm going to put it right here. That way the picture can still go in here and it won't be bothered. And this sticks up above all of it. Okay? So I just fixed that little problem. Because I took too much of the sticky off and it's not sticking down. So, but that's okay. It doesn't need to. It's fine. I might put one more on there. One more, and it's going to go right here. There we go. Now, it's not causing a problem for the picture to slide in or anything. All right, there we go. There's page number 3. This is the second project. The first page, actually, this is the second page of the second project, and this is the first page of the second project. I'll make sure I take pictures. They will be on my Facebook page. My Facebook page is Scrap Till You Snap with Janice Wilson, just like my YouTube page. So if you are watching from YouTube, you'll be able to go in. I'll try to remember to save it. I sometimes forget to save my videos when they, Facebook doesn't keep them very long anymore. So I'm going to put this back until I figure out which page it's supposed to go on, because I forgot to put it on. I think it's that, I think it's one of these pages. I think it's up here. Let me take a look real quick. It is. It's right here. I missed that one. So let me put it on there real quick. And then we won't have to, I won't have to worry about that, because I'll go, and so let me do that. Did I put my dimensionals back already? Nope, they're laying right here. Okay, and then they're right there, right where it's not going to show between the pictures. Now this will get stuck down, but I can pop that up, I think. Alright, so that's the 4 pages that we made tonight. I'll make the other 2, and then I'll bring them back on. I'll post them all on my Facebook page so that you guys can see them all. Okay? Alright, so I'm the half an hour over, but I got 4 pages done, and then I'll show you the other 2. Let me change this back so you can see me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and post these. I'll take pictures. I'll finish the third set of the third project. So it's 2 more pages. It shouldn't take long. And I will post those tonight. And then I will also post the pictures from this card from last week, because I don't know why. I'm not sure what happened. Go to my Facebook page in about an hour or so, and you can see the finished product. I do have to go put my chickens up before it gets too